This is a review of the Geography B 2016 Florida Geographical and Regional Terms. A bay is a small area of sea or lake partly enclosed by dry land. In this photo, you see the Tampa Bay on the west coast of Florida. A beach is the sandy or rocky land at the edge of an ocean, sea, or lake. This photo shows St. Augustine Beach, the oldest city in Florida. Cape, a narrow part of land along a shore that sticks out into the water. Here we see Cape Coral, which is a city on a cape in southwestern Florida. A cave is a deep, hollow, underground chamber, usually with an opening in the side of a hill or mountain. While Florida doesn't have any mountains, we do have caves. Here you see a cave from Florida Caverns State Park, which is located northwest of Tallahassee. Coquina is a soft limestone formed of broken shells and corals that are cemented together, and it's used as a building material. The term continent refers to any one of the 7 largest areas of land on the Earth's surface. A cypress dome is a type of swamp dominated by pond cypress that usually grow in shallow standing water. Cypress knees are part of the root system of the cypress tree that stick out of the ground. Their exact purpose is unknown. Estuary. An estuary is a narrow arm of the sea at the mouth of a river where the ocean tide meets the river current. Here we see the Sebastian Estuary, located between Vero Beach and Melbourne Beach on the east coast of Florida. Florida scrub is a Florida ecosystem that has evergreen shrubs and frequent patches of bare white sand. Forest. A forest is a region thickly covered with trees and abundant underbrush. In Florida, we often see pine trees and short underbrush like these saw palmettos here. Freshwater slough. This is a low-lying area of land that channels water through the Florida Everglades. It's like a marshy river. Gulf. This term refers to a large inlet of ocean or sea that is partially surrounded by land. Here is the Gulf of Mexico, surrounded by Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, and Mexico. Hardwood hammock, a dense stand of broadleaf trees that grow on a natural rise of only a few inches elevation. An island is a piece of land that is smaller than a continent and completely surrounded by water. A key is a very small, low, offshore island or reef. This photo shows the Florida Keys. Lake, a large inland body of water. This is Lake Walberg, located in Micanopy, just south of Gainesville, Florida. longleaf pine and wiregrass ecosystem. Sandhills and upland pine forests, which support canopies of tall, longleaf pines over an understory of wiregrass with widely scattered deciduous oaks. A marsh is a low, spongy wetland covered with thick, healthy growths of tall grasses and reeds. A marsh does not have any trees. Mangroves. There are several species of these salt-tolerant trees that thrive amidst the harsh growing conditions of the coast. Mangrove forests are present in the coastal channels and winding rivers around the coast of Florida. Mangroves are frost intolerant. A peninsula is a large piece of land that juts far out into the water and is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Florida is a peninsula. Pinelands. These are forests that take root in the exposed limestone sandy soil of Florida. As you can see here, fire is an essential condition for survival of the pine community. Prairie, a large open area of grassland. Payne's Prairie, pictured here and located just south of Gainesville, was once a lake which was created when a sinkhole opened and then drained off the water. Reef, a narrow chain of rock, sand, or coral found just below or just above the water. In this photo, taken in the Florida Keys, you can see a stretch of reef just under the water. River, a long, large stream. This photo shows a portion of the St. Johns River. Sable, or cabbage palm. This is a fan palm native to the southeastern United States, Cuba, and the Bahamas. Sandbar, an underwater ridge of sand built up by tides and currents. This sandbar is known as Holiday Isle and is located near Isla Morada in the north end of the Florida Keys. Saw palmetto. This is a small palm growing to a maximum height of around 7 to 10 feet. It grows as undergrowth in pine woods or hardwood hammocks. Spring, any natural situation where water flows from an aquifer to the Earth's surface. Here we see Madison Blue Spring in northern Florida on the west bank of the Withlacoochee River. Spanish moss is a tropical American plant that grows as silvery green festoons on trees, obtaining water and nutrients directly through its surface. Swamp, a marsh with trees. Tide. This is the alternate rise and fall of the water level of a lake or ocean caused by gravitational pull of the moon on the Earth. These photos show the Salt Pan, an area in the Florida Keys, during high tide on the left and low tide on the right. Waves, a moving ridge of water which rises and falls. These waves are off the coast of Jacksonville Beach. Wetlands. This term refers to an area of land that has standing water for much of the year.